at the beat right now. Lift your hands. So don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. Let me hear you say, don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. So don't give up now. Don't give up on God, 'cause He won't. Don't give up because it got too hard. If life was easy, everybody would be successful. Give up on God. You gotta go through the struggle to get to the success. Don't give up on God. Oh, don't give up on God. Oh, He won't give up on you. 'Cause 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 He won't give up on you. millions of dollars to play a sport, but they'll feel unfulfilled after all that money that they receive. They'll yet feel unfulfilled without a trophy. Do you know that you are a trophy of God's goodness? Do you know that you are a trophy that's proof that He's able? I just see, is there about 2 or 3 trophies in the house that can stand up and shine and that I'm proof that my God is able? Is there 2 or 3 that's willing to stand on the showcase and say, I'm proof that God, when I almost lost my mind, God, you are able. When I was out of His real ending point, God, you are able. Welcome to Redemption. Welcome to Redemption Life Church. Well, we're not just a church, we are a family. So we welcome you to this family on today. Come on, let's give God a hand of praise. We are celebrating Family and Friends Day today, so we're so grateful for all of you who are sitting in with us today. We welcome you to fellowship, but we welcome you to shout. Listen, don't feel like you're gonna be judged in this place. We already don't know how to act a fool, so if you act a fool, you just fit right on in. Amen. Amen. We praise God for your presence. We thank God for our online viewers who are streaming today. While we're thinking of Redemption, let's celebrate all of our first-time members, first-time visitors. I take that back. I don't want to call you visitors. I want to call you our guests. Amen. We celebrate all of our guests for being here on today. But we fully expected you to be here. And I believe that you are. If you haven't been blessed already, I believe that God is looking to bless your life. Amen. How do I know that? Because He's been talking to me all week. And so what He's been telling me, I'm about to tell you. Let's go to the text. Amen. Come on, we're going to look at Isaiah chapter 60. Just 2 verses. Just 2 verses. We're going to unpack these 2 verses, then we're going to unpack some dinner. Amen? Amen. Amen. Isaiah chapter 60. Isaiah chapter 60. Just 2 verses. Amen. Located anywhere in your devices. If you don't have a device or even a Bible, you're welcome to look at the screen. Amen. Amen. You ready to read? Yeah. Isaiah chapter 60, verses 1 and 2 simply says, Arise, Jerusalem. Yeah. Let your light shine for all to see. Yeah. For the glory of the Lord rises to shine. Yeah. Yeah. Text says, darkness as black as night covers all the nations of the earth. But the glory of the Lord rises and appears over you. For just a moment, I want to use as my subject in which to preach. Rise and shine. You want to look at your neighbor and just say, you ought to rise and shine. I didn't just say rise, I said rise and shine. Oh, let's give God a hand of praise in this place. Today is the culmination of our sermon series, Rise Up. Has anybody been blessed by that sermon series? We've been on that sermon series all month long, but we've been in go mode all of 2017. So, amen. Yes, I'm telling you, if you want to get in go mode with us, lose your mind, kick your shoes off, feel right at home. Amen. Amen. Come on, let's go. Shout out to my son. My middle son, Christian. On last Sunday, after service, we went home and we were watching the playoffs. And y'all gonna hear me preach it, right? Yeah. Okay. We went home and we were watching the playoffs, and we were watching the Houston Rockets, who were up against the OKC Thunder. And as we were watching the game, he noticed that OKC was wearing these shirts that said "Rise and Roar." And so as he noticed that shirt was reading Rise and Roar, he turned to me and understanding that we've been preaching Rise Up all month. He said, Daddy, you ought to preach that this Sunday. I said, what you want me to do? He said, you ought to preach Rise and Roar. And so I preachers, y'all understand, I felt a little bit like Jacob After Joseph told him about his dream, even though I kind of looked at him crazy, I kept the matter in mind. And so I began to research what OKC meant by rise and roar. And I couldn't quite find a definitive definition for that expression. However, what I did find, more consistently, was this phrase that we're all familiar with that says rise and shine. Somebody say rise and shine. So as I began to dig deeper, I discovered that rise and shine is an idiom that is usually applied to telling somebody to wake up or to get out of the bed. It's an expression that means to rise and assume an upright position after you've been laying down or sitting for a while. It usually suggests that it's time to get up from your sleep. It usually suggests that it's time to return from death. Not physical death, but dead or stagnant movement. Rise and shine means not to just get up, watch this, but to get going. I think I need to repeat that one more time. Rise and shine means not to just get up, but it means to get going. Every morning, Charlie, every morning for 8 weeks, I can remember my drill sergeant busting up in the barracks bright and early at 0500 hours. That's 5 a.m. for some of y'all civilians. He would bust in and he would start shouting, rise and shine. That meant for us soldiers that sleep time was over. That meant for us soldiers that it was time to rise up and go to work. That meant it was time to get up and make that money. That meant it was time to get up, watch this redemption, and get in go mode. There is this conscious colloquialism in today's culture that says, stay woke. Anybody ever heard somebody say, stay woke? Well, can I suggest to you that although you may have woke up this morning, have you stirred up the gift? You might have woke up, but did you stir up? Can I say, well, you may have woke up, but did you stir up the gift? You ought to shake somebody's hand like you're trying to shake it off and say, rise and shine. Every now and then you might have to shake some stuff. When you wake up in the morning, sometimes you got to get up and shake off that sleep. You ought to, can you just shake somebody else's hand? Like, come on, man, go with me. When you wake up in the morning, sometimes you got to get up and stretch and wipe that sleep out. You got to have to shake off the nap that you were just taking. I want you to just shake somebody's hand like you were trying to shake their hand off and then look at that neighbor in the face and listen, it's time for you to rise and shine. You shook the wrong person. Somebody's hand still ain't been shook. Maybe you got to shake the person behind you, but you want to find somebody. Shake their hand. Watch it. Excuse my expression, but sometimes you just gotta shake the hell out of your neighbor. And I'm not trying to cuss. Some of us have been through some stuff. Some of us have been through, and you might have to shake the hell out of your neighbor. I dare you to shake your neighbor and say, listen, get out of that funk you're in. It's time to rise. I know the sun ain't beaming out there, but the S-O-N, the S-U-N may not be shining, but the S-O-N is shining on the inside of me. I dare you to shake somebody's other hand and say, baby, get out of your stupor. It's time to rise. I grew up watching Martin, right? I love Martin. And then some of y'all may remember the episode where he had the plumber in there, DP. And DP would fall into these stupors. And when he fell into a stupor, he was almost unconscious as if he were dead. And what it would take to get him up was somebody to shake him real hard. What I'm trying to suggest to you is you might be sitting beside DP this morning. And but since you love your neighbor, can I get you to just do me a favor? DP can't ask for help, so you gotta help him without him even asking. Can you find a DP in this place? Grab him by the hand and shake him to baby. It's time to rise. It's time to rise and shine. Tell your neighbor, sleep time is over. It's time to rise and shine. I gotta listen. It is believed that this expression, rise and shine, watch this, was originally derived from this ancient Isaiah text. The text simply says, arise, Jerusalem, and let your light shine. But when I began to study this text, I quickly discovered that verse 1 of chapter 60 was a continuation of chapter 59. When I began to study the text, I realized that verse 60, chapter 60 was a continuation of the close of chapter 59. In other words, I had to back that thing up. I was going to tell you how to say that, but I don't want nobody to go back and follow the But I had to back it up. I had to go back. And when I looked at it, as I looked at verse 19 of chapter 59, this is what it read to me. It says, and so shall they fear the name of the Lord. This is verse 19 of 59. So shall they fear the name of the Lord and his glory from the rising of the sun. But this is where it got good to me. This can sound a little bit more familiar to me. It says, but when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up a standard against them. Can I read it one more time? When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against them. In other words, I heard Isaiah Westbrook tell them this morning, whenever the enemy comes in against God's people, whenever the enemy steps up like a flood of engulfing water, he said, tell them this, the Lord will be right there in the midst of the flood. He says, tell them when the enemy steps into their territory, when the enemy breaks down their doors, anybody? I need you to understand, when the enemy comes in, the Lord. Yes, he will. When I was in the military, we used to have to do guard duty, night watch, fire watch is what we used to call it. Everybody else would be asleep, fire guard. But there were 2 guards that were posted up just to make sure didn't nobody come in. I need you to understand that when the enemy starts creeping into your house, when the enemy starts creeping into your relationship, when the enemy starts stepping into your finances, I need you to understand that the Lord is posted up. You don't know when to shout. I need to let you know that the Lord is standing guard, making sure that you know he's the good shepherd. And so the job of the good shepherd is to protect the sheep. So when the enemy steps in, I need you to understand that God will be right there in the midst. So what I like about that text is the text lets me know that God was making a promise to his people to provide them with not only his presence, but his divine protection. You don't know what to shout. Listen, to raise up a standard suggests that God is in full control. To raise up a standard suggests that God is in full control. You ought to high five about 3 people and say, God is in control. That was 1.5. I said, you ought to high five about 3 people and say, God is in control. Maybe I need to remind you of who I'm talking about. You remember the time when the disciples were on the sea and they found themselves in the midst of the storm. But Jesus was below deck taking a nap. And so when they got fearful, they went and woke up Jesus. In other words, they got his attention. And I saw Jesus stand up in the midst of the storm. Y'all don't know when he shouted. Jesus stood up in the midst of the storm. And then I heard his voice say, peace, be still. They said, what manner of man is this that he can speak to the sea and the storm and they obey? I need you to understand that God is in full control. I'm trying to let you know that God is sovereign over every situation. Every storm that you ever went through, every storm that you ever went through, every storm that was unsuccessful in taking you out is proof that God is sovereign. Every circumstance that tried to cancel you out, but it could not, is proof that God is in. The truth of the matter is, what you've been through in your past ought to preach this better than I can preach. What I'm trying to let you know is that anything that the devil tried to do to you, and he was unsuccessful at doing it, is has been on your trail for a long time. And the reason why he has been unsuccessful in taking you out is because God has stepped up in the midst of your storm and said, I don't care what you're trying to do to my baby. You can't. Y'all don't believe it. Come here, Job. The devil himself said, listen, come here. God, if you take the hedge off around him, I'm trying to help somebody understand, you got a hedge of protection. You thought it was your wit that got you over. You thought it was your smart business and vision that got you. You thought because you came from a good household that I need you to understand that there is a hedge of protection. Some stuff. From having whatever the enemy tried to do to wipe you out, guess what? It didn't work. And the reason why we ought to shout and celebrate God, because no matter what the enemy has, no weapon formed. No weapon formed. It didn't say the weapon won't be formed. But it said it wouldn't work. It said it wouldn't prosper. The enemy has been trying his best to take it. That's why you've been going through stuff. You may ask the age-old question, why do bad things happen to good people? First of all, I need you to catch a reality check that none of us are good. That ain't me talking, that's scripture. Paul said, ain't none of us good, no, not one. So first of all, you need to understand that you're not that good. And the reason why bad things happen to not so good people is because God he got to let you know that I got it all in control. So the reason why you ought to get that good, the reason why you ought to wipe that frown off your face is because I need you to understand, ain't no sense in you worrying about it. God already worked some stuff out. Big Mama said, while you trying to figure it out, I wish I had a church man. While you trying to figure it out, God has already worked it out. Let's say I need to take you back. When you realize that your telephone was disconnected, and you were still waiting on your next paycheck drop. Somebody say, work it out. Somebody ought to shout like you know it. Somebody ought to say, work it out. When your children needed some shoes, but you didn't have no money to pay for them, didn't he work it out? When you need to get to work, but you didn't have no gas in your car, didn't he work it out? When you should have been fired a long time ago, but you kept your job, didn't he work it out? When you didn't even have the degree to get the job, but you got employed anyway, didn't he work it out? When you sent your children to school and they came home safe, didn't he work it out? Didn't he work it out? When I grew up, if a parent gave you a gift, you ought to just say thank you. When I grew up, even if a random stranger gave you a gift, well, I don't want to say a random stranger. You don't talk to kids, don't talk to strangers. But when somebody gave you something, maybe that's called Southern hospitality. That was called Southern. Anybody from the South? That's called Southern hospitality. When somebody gives you something, you ought to say thank you. I'm wondering how many of us have not thanked God yet for the day that He's given you thus far. This is the day that the Lord has made. In other words, I ought to open up my mouth and say thank you. When I pulled up in the parking lot, I should have pulled up saying thank you. Even before they seated me in a seat that I didn't want to sit in, you ought to still just say thank you. When you woke up, the second you woke up, you get to wake up saying thank you. When you started your clock and it turned over, this is that thank you. When you went in your closet and said, no, I don't want to wear it, you should have just said thank you. If there are anybody here that can open up your mouth and say, Lord, I thank you. You didn't have to do it, but you did. You didn't have to make a way for me, but you did. You didn't have to keep on keeping me, but you did. Is there anybody here? Somebody ought to shout, thank you. The text says, arise. Isaiah says, arise. You do know that this command, watch this, exemplifies His control of the church. This command exemplifies His control of the church. The text says, arise. This is the audacity of His audible authority. The text says, arise. This is His divine directive that's derived directly directly from his deity. In other words, can I make it plain for you? If he says it, that's settled. If he says it, can I suggest to you that if this was just a suggestion, then this statement would be seen as insufficient. But I need you to understand right here and today that this is not just a statement. This is a divine declaration. And because he spoke it, I need you to understand that because he spoke it, it has to happen. I'm reminded of the widow woman from Nain whose son had just died. And the funeral procession was passing by. But when Jesus looked over into the coffin and he saw that the boy was dead, Jesus just simply spoke. He says, "Young man, rise." Y'all still don't believe it. Do you remember Jairus' baby? When Jairus found out that his baby was sick unto death, he showed up to where Jesus was and he tried to compel Jesus to come. The text lets us know that Jesus was late getting there because the baby went ahead and slipped into her sleep. But when Jesus walked into the room, is there anybody who knows when he walked? When he shows up, something changes. So Jesus shows up in the room and he looks in on the baby and says, "Little girl, arise." Y'all still don't believe it. Come here, Lazarus. She said, "Y'all, she just sleep. Come here, Lazarus." Lazarus was dead for 4 days. And you know when you're dead for 4 days, your body begins to decompose. The organs begin to shut down, which means they were inoperable. There was no more cellular activity, which means his cells had shut down. But when Jesus opened up his mouth, Lazarus, come forth. Everything that was dead or decomposing had to start to come back into composition. Everything that was shut down had to be opened up. I'm just trying to think of something. Maybe there's somebody here who got some dead areas in your life. But I need you to understand that God has spoken rise over your life. Maybe he looks at your marriage is on the brink, but God has spoken rise over you. Maybe it looks like your dreams are dead weight, but God has spoken. Is there anybody who feels like you got some dead areas in your life? Is there anybody who feels like you got some stuff that's been shut down for a long time? I need you to understand that when God says rise, you do know this is the same God who spoke out into nothing and told everything to come into being. When God speaks, it has to happen. And the reason why you ought to be standing up celebrating right now is because God has spoken rise over your life. So you living below your level. Tell somebody, I need to get on my level. Tell somebody, I need to get on my level. You're living below your level because God has spoken rise over your life. And the reason why you still sleep is because you haven't woke up this day. I need you to wake up out of your stupor. Wake up out of your sleep and say, God has spoken rise over my life. I tell you to push your neighbor and shout rise. God has spoken. He's spoken. I don't necessarily like that song, but it's simple, it's simplistic in its theology. God has spoken. So the church ought to say, amen. When you say amen, that means you are in agreement. My mom used to tell me that closed mouths don't get fed. I might have been hungry, but if I didn't say nothing, I might not have eaten. When God has spoken, let the church say, you got to get up every morning and just say amen over yourself. There was a song that said, I speak over my own life. Sometimes you got to speak over your own. Don't wait for somebody to see something in you. You got to speak you into existence. When you ought to listen, don't just use the mirror to see how good you look. You ought to look into the mirror and say, baby, you are a winner. Am I talking to anybody here? I don't know who I'm talking to, but am I talking to somebody? You ought to look into the mirror and say, baby, you are a winner. You are an overcomer. You are the head. Now you are I'm a child of God. I'm an heir to the throne. I don't live in Zamunda, but I am a prince. I don't live in Bel Air, but I am a prince. I thought I was talking to a room full of priests and prophets and folk that are of royal descent. If you're a child of the king, you ought to act like it. You can always tell those folk who connected to folk. You can always tell those folk who got the right last name. If my last name is Trump right now, I got just a little bit of favor because who my dad is.
Yes, sir.
In some circles, if my last name Obama, I got a little favor because of who my name is. Right? You can go to some churches and whatever the pastor's last name, you can tell who his kids are. They walk in favor.
You tell the truth.
Your boss's daughter, she comes in and you got to be there 10 minutes before time, but she can get there when she want to get there because of what her last name is. Is that when she walks in favor? I'm just trying to speak to somebody who understands that you need to walk in favor because God is your daddy, and because God is your daddy, if the cattle of 1,000 hills belong to Him, what does it say about you? If God is the high king, what does it say? Is there anybody who can stand up and walk in favor? I gotta move. The text says, arise. Jerusalem, let your light shine for all to see. Not only does He command us to rise, He likewise commands us to shine. I think I need to say that one more time so somebody can catch that. Not only does He command us to rise, likewise He commands us to shine. As I studied the text, I discovered that in the Hebrew dialect, the word shine and the word light are two forms of the same word. As I studied the text, I discovered that in the Hebrew dialect, that the word rise and the word shine are two forms of the same word. Notice what Jesus says over there in Matthew chapter 5. He said, you are the light of the world. A city set on the hill that cannot be hidden. Watch what He says. He says, therefore, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify God. It was Marianne Williamson who said, and I quote, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. She says, we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be gorgeous? Who am I to be talented or even fabulous? She said, actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about your shrinking so other people won't feel insecure around you. She says, we were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And as we let our lights shine, we unconsciously give permission for other folk to do the same. In other words, you want to push somebody on your road and say, pardon me, baby, I'm not trying to show off, I'm just trying to shine. I'm not trying to show off, I'm just trying to shine. Listen. When I joined the military, I was given a pair of standard issue leather boots. But when I got my boots, I quickly realized that my boots didn't look like my drill sergeant's boots. When I looked at his boots had a high shine. When I looked at his boots, I realized I can see myself in his boots. And so what I had to do is I had to take my boots, get some shoe polish on you, and put in some work. And the more I worked on my boots, the more I can see a shine. The more I worked on my boots, the more I can see a shine. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say the more that Jesus works in you, the more you'll be able to shine. But the more time you spend praying, the more time you'll be able to shine. But the more time you spend in His Word, the more you'll be able to shine. Somebody ought to shout, "She works on me." You ought to make the declaration to the Lord to work on me. I'm not talking to my neighbor. I need you to work on me. Is there anybody here who needs the Lord to do a work in your life? Listen, I'm just trying to shine like my dad. Don't party. I'm not trying to show off. I'm just trying to shine. So the other day we was in here setting up, and Josh threw me some tape from way back there. I just stood down and caught it with one hand. My brother said, "Man, you always trying to show off." He said, "Man, look at you. You always trying to show off." I said, "Man, I ain't trying to show off. I'm trying to be who I am." He said, "You ought to look at your life and say, I'm not just trying to show off. I'm just trying to be who I am." Don't get mad because God made me. Listen, I know Beyonce said it, but you ought to really make a declaration. I just woke up like this. And so if God calls me to shine, who am I to turn down just because you don't want? Listen, you might call me stuck up if you want to, but I gotta be who He calls me to be. You may call me saved, sanctified, and forgiven, but I gotta be who He calls me to be. You might say all preachers are jacklegs. I gotta be who He calls me to be. But I need you to be who He calls you to be. I need you to be who He created you to be. Forget what everybody else has to say. I'm not supposed to be like them anyway. I gotta be who He called me to be. I'm not trying to act like my culture. I'm trying to act like Christ. When I got, that's what the Bible tells me. It said when I got older, I had to put away childish stuff. See, what we used to do when we were 15, that was back then. But He grew me up. Is there anybody here who got to put away some stuff? Now it's time to grow up. You don't have to be loyal to folk you grew up with. Especially if they're trying to keep you where you once were. Why is it that we can graduate high school and go to college and not feel no kind of way about it? But when you graduate in the Lord, just because they want you to go back to the party, I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't trying to tell y'all to stop partying. I just said I can't do it no more. I ain't telling y'all to stop drinking. I'm just saying I can't do it no more. I'm not telling y'all to stop sleeping around. I'm just saying I can't do it no more. Don't think I'm acting funny. I'm just trying to act like my Father. If there anybody here, I hope I can empower somebody to be who you call. You do know that He saved you for a reason. He spared your life for a reason. He didn't spare you for you to do the same old. They tell me that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and looking for a different result. Can I suggest to you that sometimes you just got to get up and do something different? And the reason why you're not shining is because you're trying to do the same stuff you did in 8th grade. You still hang with the same folk that you grew up in the neighborhood. Some folk you just got to love them from afar. I know they family, but you might have to love them from afar. I know they took the charge from you one time, but amen, thank you for doing it. But I gotta love you from afar. Because my future is too important. My calling is too important. My life is too important. The legacy I leave for my family and my children is too important. I appreciate what you did for me, but I know you helped me cheat all through high school, but appreciate it. I know you helped me get my college degree. I ain't worked for, appreciate it. But I gotta move on. Is there anybody who needs to move on in your life? You've been down there too long. God says rise. You've been hovering in the bottom way too long. God says, listen, quit worrying about what you used to do and where you used to hang out and what folk got to say about you because you do new stuff. So what you want to wear all white? Be holy then. Or just be French, whatever you do. I learned a long time ago, and other than that, I've been delivered from public perception.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you, my wife, I think she'll tell you, you can talk about my mama. Ain't gonna bother me a bit. You can talk about my children, won't bother me a bit because you don't know me like that. I'm delivered from public perception. Is there anybody here who needs to be? You can talk about me all you want, but you ain't paying none of my bills. You can talk about me all you want, but you don't have a heaven or hell to put me in. So go ahead and talk. Because God is the one who delivered me. God is the one who, God is the one who gave me the power to rise and shine. I'm not worried about what your word got to say, because God has already spoken over my life. I'm not worried about what Mr. said. You remember Mr., don't you? Redemption, y'all remember Mr., don't you? Mr. spoke over Celia's life. You ain't gonna never be nothing. You ugly. Don't touch the mailbox. Don't nobody look. Mr. spoke over her life and she believed it.
Wow.
But I'm not worried about Mr. because the Master has spoken over my life. I'm not worried about the Mr. because the Master has spoken over my life. And if he told me I can rise and shine, I ain't worried about what you got to. Babe, I'm just trying to. I ain't trying to show off, I'm just trying to shine. I'm not trying to show off, I'm just trying to. So the text says, for the glory, and I'm closing after I say this. For the glory of the Lord rises to shine on you. Watch what it says, his darkness as black as night covers all the nations of the earth, but the glory of the Lord. When the text repeats itself, you gotta take notice. I know it has that little piece in the middle that says the darkness, but twice it said the glory of the Lord. I need you to understand that the glory of the Lord is literally the holiness of God gone public. The glory of the Lord is the holiness of the Lord gone public.
All right.
It's the proof of his presence and his perfection publicly.
All right.
The glory of the Lord is the proof that God is perfect, but he wants to prove it publicly.
Thank you, Lord.
I need you to understand, and I'm close when I say that we are called to be the proof, or should I say the fruit of his perfection. We are called to be the proof, or should I say the fruit of his perfection. The glory of the Lord shines among you. What he's literally trying to tell us is the world is filled with darkness. But you're called to be the light in the world. Light of the world. The world has its tricks, games, and gimmicks. But you're called to be the light of the world. You know, if you wake up in the morning and it's pitch black outside, and you like to sleep like my wife likes to sleep. She like everything to be knocked completely out. Ain't no sunlight crack through, no nothing. Just dark. Don't turn the light on, no nothing. Just dark. So when I have because I want to sleep easy, I get up and I try to tiptoe in the dark. And when I'm tiptoeing in the dark, I run in the bump in there. With some air around, you know how you get your foot on the door. You want to holler and cuss, but you can't. You're trying to stay safe. But it's so dark, you really can't see nothing. But soon as, watch this. Soon as the light comes on. Right. I can't make it to where I want to make it to safely. But when the light comes on. I can't see what's right in front of me until the light comes on. I can't see where I'm trying to get to until the light comes on. I can't even walk successfully until the light comes on. I can't even walk at my normal pace until the light comes on. You know, when it's dark in the house, you got to tiptoe because you can't hardly see nothing. But when the light comes on, I'm trying to free somebody. Because he has caused his glory to shine on your life. Because he's turned the light on. You can always tell a student when the light comes on. Arithmetic don't make sense, but when the light comes on. English don't always make sense, but when the light comes on. For a theology student, some of this stuff gets heavy heavy, but when the light comes on, I'm just trying to help you. Listen, life becomes easier when the light. Text says that the glory of the Lord rises and shines on you. That word is like a light to my path. The word of God will illuminate where you're trying to go. The steps of a good man are ordered. The steps of a good man are the steps of a Lord, where do I go? Who do I marry? Will this marriage remain? Will my children get the degree that I'm praying that they get? When you spend time in the Word and He begins to order your steps and turn the light on in your life.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
So why does, come on, Mama. So why is Jesus tarrying? Why is he taking so long to come back?
Teach us.
Even in the scriptures, they believe that Jesus is coming in their lifetime. Paul thought he might see the day when the Lord showed up. So why is he taking so long? Because there are so many of his loved ones that are still sitting in darkness.
My God.
And so when he left 12 uneducated men, minus one who betrayed him. 12 uneducated fellas who were merely fishermen by trade. Lower level of society. He didn't leave the high and mighty. He didn't leave the well-to-do. He left 12 ordinary dudes whose life was as jacked up as some of our lives have been. And I was being courteous, some of us feel that way. I'm talking to imperfect people. He left 12 imperfect people who couldn't lead themselves out of a paper bag. But he left them. And then he empowered them. He says, I'm going away, but I'm empowering you to do the work. And the reason why I'm going to take so long is because I got so many folk out there just dying and sitting in darkness. If the city of Memphis had a blackout and MLG&W and the city didn't do all they could do to help, we would think the worst. If they didn't help people get their lights back on, we would think the worst of them. Likewise, if Jesus came and left millions of folk to die, maybe we think differently about it. But the reason why he is yet tarrying, the reason why he's taking so long, is because he's not willing to leave anybody in the dark. So what's your assignment? Your assignment is to be the light. If the glory of the Lord has already shined on you, your job is to turn on the light for somebody else. Why did you come? You came maybe because somebody invited you. You came maybe to get a little dinner. Maybe you came because you had to sing this morning. You had some task to do. That's why you thought you came. But the Lord ordained you to come because he has an assignment for your life. And I don't know about you, but when my mama gives me an assignment I don't do it, I either get no punishment or I get a whooping. I know we don't really whoop like we used to whoop. The easy rhythm. But the Lord has his own brand of discipline. When he gives you an assignment and you don't walk it out, he has his own brand of discipline. I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just trying to tell you what's real. And what's real is the reason why he spared your life is because he still has an assignment for your life. It's not for you to get up every day and go to work, come home. It's not for you to just remain married, don't cheat. It's not for you just get rich and die trying. The songwriter says, my life is not my own. Watch what he says. To you I belong. So I give myself away. I could think of a million things I could be doing other than standing here today and looking at you, looking at me crazy. But it ain't about that. It ain't about me. Not even about my inclination. It ain't about my feelings. It's about my assignment. It's not about the job that you wanted or the career that you have. It's about your assignment. And so I challenge you this morning to be the light in the midst of this dark world. No sense in watching the news and talking about what's going on if you ain't gonna do nothing about it. I said, well, what can I do? I'm just one person. He took 12 people and turned the world upside down. So maybe you can evangelize your cubicle. Maybe as a father you can evangelize just your house. So I don't really know what to tell people. Let your life speak for itself.
That's right. Amen.
I once heard it said that preach when necessary, but let your life speak for itself.
That's right.
You use words when you gotta use words, but preach often. Your life ought to be a sermon. Your life ought to be an epistle. Your life ought to exude light. Simply because he lives on the inside of you. He can't live in you and be dim. The Lord and light walk together. And if the Lord lives in you, you just shine by yourself. Don't turn down. Turn down for what? Don't turn down for no reason. Don't dim your light because you're in the midst of some folk who don't believe what you believe. Don't change your radio station because you got an unbeliever in the car with you. Don't change your words. You know, some of us, we change the way we talk depending on our surroundings. We educate until we get around our boys. You want mine, you want me.
Wow. Ouch.
Truth, I'm just, can we be real for just a moment? Being real, you just got out your car praying before you got to work. Soon as you walked in and you got with somebody who didn't quite believe what you believe, you downed it for them.
Ouch.
Sunday was impactful for you, but when you got to work Monday, you just reverted. Because the culture suggests that we shouldn't bring God in this place. It really don't matter if the school took the Lord or the Lord's Prayer out of school. If I pray, I can pray in the school. Yeah, it's not popular to lift up the name of God anymore. I don't think this thing was ever meant to be popular. Jesus never won a popularity contest. So quit worrying about your status on Facebook. Quit worrying about if you get a lot of likes on your tweet. I ain't trying to show off. I'm just trying to be who he made me to be. I ain't trying to shine to outshine you. I'm just trying to shine because he lives in me.
That's right.
He gave his whole life to live in me.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
You didn't catch it. I said he gave his whole life. Some folks say you didn't preach unless you go to the cross. He gave his whole life. Don't take it that mom. Don't take it that mom. But you do know on Friday night he was escorted up on Calvary after being beaten and battered and bruised all night long. Marched from judgment hall to judgment hall. Marched through the town naked and humiliated. Still marched him up to Calvary. The story says he took not nails but rivets in his hands. Rivets in his See, crown of thorns on his head.
My God. Yeah. Yeah.
Naked, battle, and bruised in front of his mother. And to make matters worse, his father, who he was eternally connected to, had to turn his back on his son. Father, why are you forsaking me? Because I got too many people in the dark and I got to cause you to be the light. He gave his whole life. I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm no longer Baptist, but I came from a Baptist tradition. You know, we can't leave him in the grave. Early that Sunday morning, you know, he did right. With all power in his hand. And the same power that worketh in him, worketh in you. What am I trying to say? And I'm closing when I say it's time for you to rise. And shine. Is there anybody here who needs to rise?